Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Hey, check 26.
Check plant. Plant 34. Watch the run.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Get 300. Get 300. Bravo.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up second down.
Let's go. 30 base. 80 weapon.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Steelers nothing.
Out is the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On first down, Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Orbit.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing again. Rodgers gets it off to Freeman. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Come on, set. 60 or. Hey, high 7.
gonna be a lot of that. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Leo, Leo.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, lock it.
Kill.
Hey, snap.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go. This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go.
That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Steelers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
On second down, Freeman. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I'm going back to you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Ready.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
152 fighter. Hey, echo. Look, squeeze.
Lucky. Hey, watch this, watch this. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Say.
Second and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And Woods has it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. On the carry, it's Logan. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. T.J. Logan with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Plant. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go, go.
Mike 34. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Going top shot. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Switch.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And Boswell's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Hayward.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, alert 3.
Man, man.
Switch gears. Undercrush.
General West. Hey, Sam off.
They're going to look to throw. They'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds his man Johnson. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Going for Metcalf on the deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Slam. Watch the eye. Check. Shift.
Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now back to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Hey, we have you on the edges. 26. Over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And it won't be a pick 6, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3 to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. It's 3rd down goal. At the 3-yard line.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Rip left.
Now! Get!
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken at his 4. Gets past one man, and he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
6-6, pull it high.
Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Gone.
Check 49.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
61, match box, right. Fire.
They'll set up to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll look to throw here. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Here we go. 8, read. Hey, echo.
Watch the boot. Hey, check, Mike 21.
Go out.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Wide. Get wide. Slam.
Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Clem Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. Second and 13. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Hey, check, Mike 21. Check, Mike 21.
Hey, Big Griffin.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Go.
From the 31, Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Forced out to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's go,
Hey, Haywood. Hard.
Check 50. Check 50. Check your hot read. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Devin Bush, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Ready? 60 yards.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, exit.
You can't block me. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
You bet. Five.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Freeman again. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Blue 58.
34, Mike 34. Hey, 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 hey. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Go to 50.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Rock it.
Check. Quick dance. Come.
Look at me. Go. Now.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And got a man. It's Woods.
That's it, baby.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Get out the field, defense.
Big grip.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Leo. Hey, lock it.
Hot. Show it up. Watch the ship. Hey.
2nd and long. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Hey. High 7. Look.
Switch. Check 99. Ship. Watch the ship.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go now. 18 Gator.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Watch that screen. Safety screaming. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Myers for the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. So 2nd down. Still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They run. Devontae Freeman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Check in. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Jump out.
Let's go, hey.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style.